Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Wednesday, May 25th, 2016. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Thailand. This is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Again, traders, it is great to be with you again on a Wednesday. It is hump day, the middle of our trading week. We got a long day ahead and a lot of work to do. All right, so let's get moving. Let me introduce myself to you. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday, and I'm in my 9th year staying here in Thailand, and absolutely loving trading the Asia markets and the Asia time zone. It is really a fantastic opportunity to be able to trade normal working hours, as most of my career as a firefighter paramedic was shift work, and I worked at night. So how do I trade? Well, I do it pretty much. I do the same thing every day. I listen to fundamentals. I want to know what's going on around the world, and then I look at charts, and I always go to a higher time frame. And I love being a technician. I love looking at candlesticks, and of course, it tells a story about price action, support, resistance, price levels. Then we look at price structure and price failure. Where does price fail at certain levels? I use a Fibonacci tool quite a bit on my charts. I have 3 exponential moving averages, which is a 200, the 55, and the 10 on my charts. So my charts are pretty. I don't have a lot of indicators on my charts. I keep my charts pretty clean. So what I do is I take the fundamentals and I put it together with my analysis of my charts, and I come up with a trade plan. And then I execute my trade plan. I don't chase price. If price doesn't come to where I want to get in, I just don't take the trade. So we don't chase big blue candles or big red candles, right? We wait for price to come to us. So it just makes it a lot easier that way. The other nice thing about being in Asia is that I can trade all 3 sessions and still get a good night's rest. I only trade about 2.5 hours in the New York session. That brings me up to close to 11 p.m. in Thailand. PM, yeah. So once you do this, it's traders, it's not difficult. It's boring, right? I love when a trader emails me and tells me it's boring, because it should be. Trading should not be an adrenaline rush, right? It is, it's watching charts. It's listening to data. It's listening to news feeds. It's doing all that stuff. It just makes trading so exciting and so fun to do. And I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I really do. So let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Let's get to some charts and things like that. All right. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head over to some news and talk a little bit. The U.S. markets did quite well. The Dow 30 closed positive 1.22%. The S&P 500 closed positive 1.37%. The Nasdaq closed positive 2%. And the small cap 2000 closed positive 2.20%. So quite a good day in the U.S. markets. And also in the Eurozone, the DAX closed positive 2.18%. The FTSE 100 out of London closed positive 1.35%. The CAC 40 out of Paris was 2.46% in the green. And the Eurostoxx 50 closed positive 2.76%. So let's come on over to Asia, and all markets are open at Asia. So the Nikkei 225 is currently trading positive 1.80%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is currently positive 1.85%. The China A50 is currently positive 0.51%. And the Hang Seng is currently positive at 2.67%. And Kospi out of Seoul is positive 1.15%. All right, let's take a look at our economic calendar today and see what we have going on. All right, so we had some news out of New Zealand today. We had some trade balance month on month came up in the green. However, their imports did not come up with a good number. Their exports was in the green, so it did have a good number. Australia had today construction work done quarter on quarter. It's not a high impact news event, and it was not a good number for the Australia. Um, so it looks like, traders, we have German IFO business climate in the London session today, and that'll be it's about an hour after the markets open for the London session, and it is a pretty slow day. We have out of Canada today. We have the interest rate decision. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. That's, like I said, in the New York session. And then, of course, we have crude oil inventories as we do every week on a Wednesday. And that comes out in the U.S. session. And I'm sure people will be watching that. And we do have Kawashi, FOMC members, speaking today. A lot of these Fed members are starting to speak out now because we're getting close to that June time where they're going to have to make a decision, right, on what they're going to do about raising interest rates. And I'm sure the markets are watching that very closely. So we don't have a full pack data day today. It's going to be another slow technical trading day. And just, keep that in mind as you trade. Some pairs worked out yesterday and some did not. So let's get over to the charts and let's just get a look at what's going on today. This is euro dollar. This had a nice fall off yesterday. If you followed the trend plan from yesterday, you did very well. This pair worked out just beautifully. Now we're just looking for this to pull back up to the 55 exponential moving average, which is that blue line, and we'll get in at 1.1165 and we'll get out at 1.1135. So it's a 30 pip trade. If it goes further, that's fine, but we're looking to get out at support, and that's what we have down there as support, right, at 1136. So nice, easy trade plan on the euro today. Let's take a look at the pound. The pound's a little bit more difficult. It had an up day yesterday, so I have to be honest with you, I don't know why, but they had an up day yesterday, so we're going to have to watch this today. This is not an easy trade plan, to be honest with you. I don't like it at all. If you look at the higher time frames, this pair is very bearish. Even if you go to an hourly, 4 hour, and a daily, you'll see that this is still a very bearish pair, and I really don't want to be buying this. So I put a trend line in here, and it's only a two-touch trend line, and we'll try to get it at 4,600 or like 4,590. 95, somewhere in there. But the problem is we're coming up to support, right? We have the daily pivot, we got a 55 exponential moving average, then we've got the 200 exponential moving average, and then we're going to take profit at support at 1.4478. So if the trade plan works out, that's great. It's a nice over 100 pip trade today. However, it's got a lot of obstacles, and it's got to get through these price levels that are going to be pretty difficult to do on a day that really has nothing to move the market. So I wouldn't trade this myself. This just looks too hard. And I'm bearish in the pound dollar, right? I'm bearish. I want to sell this. I do not want to buy this. And there's a good chance this could bounce off this trend line and just continue to head up again. So I keep a really close eye on it. If you're going to trade it, just be on it. Just watch what's going on during the trading day. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie. Aussie, not a lot of price action today. Really slow, sideways. Little reaction. The red candle was that from that data that came out earlier today, but not a lot. This has been sideways now since yesterday, and so we're looking to sell this. So we want this to close below the daily pivot point, and we'll take it down at 71.77 and take this down to 71.47. Again, another 35 pip trade. If this goes up to the 200 exponential moving average, which is a green line, as you know, on the chart, that's fine. We'll just sell it from there. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think it's going to continue to fall, and we'll just keep an eye on it. But I want to definitely sell the Aussie dollar. Okay. All right, take a look at the Euro Aussie. This is not a good looking chart to me, folks. It's possible we missed the boat. We can see that price action is now all below our moving averages. And it's now stuck at a support level, and it's just bouncing around here. This needs an aggressive pullback, and I really want this to get up to this 1.5530 area, and we could take it down to 54.77. This possibly, traders, how the Euro Aussie is. Once it gets in a move, it doesn't like to change or it likes to go in the move that it's going, and it's trending in a downward, trend here, and it's already given a pullback. So I don't know if we're going to get another pullback. We'll see what happens at London Open. But I really don't want to enter this here because we're falling right into support. Okay, so we need to pull back, and we can take this. Even if it just goes back up to the 200 exponential moving average, which is the green line on the chart, it would still be a decent trade to get into. Okay, let's take a look at the euro yen. Euro yen absolutely did nothing yesterday. This has been sideways now for almost 3 days. Monday did very well. It was a nice trade, and yesterday and today it's just sideways. There's no price action. BOJ Governor Kuroda is speaking today, and apparently and somebody else spoke earlier today, and they're going to keep their the yen is going to keep their tax increase on schedule for 2017, and they've gone back and forth on this quite a lot, saying that they were going to not do it, and then they are going to do it. Now today they're saying that they are staying on track with it, and they're not going to do. They're going to have their tax increase in 2017. So that's a big talking point, but apparently the markets didn't react to it. As we can see, we're still sideways and there's nothing going on. Again, I'm very bearish on this pair. I don't want to buy the euro yen. I want to sell it, right? But being very cautious of the yen. You can see I have an entry, at the 200 exponential moving average at 122.99, and I don't have a take profit. I really need to see more price action, to be honest with you, and I don't see a lot that's going on there. So we want to sell this, and we'll wait for this to go back up to the 200 exponential moving average, and we'll get in this for the sell trade. Again, this is not going to be an early trade. This is probably maybe London lunch before we actually get a trade out of this. Okay, it's going to have to show us what it's going to do, and convince me that it wants to continue to the downside. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. This is New Zealand dollar. It's at a perfect spot right as we speak. We're at the 200 exponential moving average. If you wanted to sell this is where you want to sell it at. You would sell it here and just take it down to support at 67.12. Those are the numbers from yesterday. It actually, it actually sort of worked out yesterday. It came down and then came all the way back up again. So I want to sell it. And this is a great spot to do it. However, I am waiting for London open before I do anything, because what are we coming into? Look at the 10 exponential moving average, that little brown line on the chart. It's right below price. Then we got a 55. Then you got the daily pivot. So we're stuck in the middle of these moving averages, folks. And two of them is the 200 exponential moving average green line is flat, but the 55 and the 10 are both pointing to the upside. So I'm going to sell this, but I'm going to wait for London open. And if we can get a bearish candle formation of London open and we're still below the 200 exponential moving average, it looks like a good selling opportunity. And we'll probably put a pretty tight stop on that. I know I normally don't talk about stops, but this will be a very tight stop, because this is either going to work or it's not. And this isn't one of these trades that we're going to give it a lot of room to breathe. We want it to do what we want it to do, and that's it. So we don't want it to get away from us. Okay. All right, traders. Well, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Wow, I'm early today. Talking probably a little too fast, but that's okay. I'm having technical issues today, traders, and I apologize for that. We're having some internet issues in Thailand today. We've had some poor weather, some storms till the end of the week. So internet issues going in and out. So it's been quite a challenge to get this video completed. Again, traders, I would like to thank you for joining me on Wednesday, May 25th. 2016. Again, traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Again, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, always remember to trade smart, not hard, and have a great trading day. And we'll see you in about 22 hours. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.